I see Loch Ness as the biggest stage in the world. It's not the biggest loch in Scotland. It's second to Loch Morar, but you know, you've got the experience of trying to come out here to look for the Loch Ness monster. You can come out here to you can try and catch a big fish.
Yeah.
All the while you're out here, you've got all the scenery around. There's wildlife, birds, all sorts of things. So
yeah,
and I think I've got a couple of little stories to keep people laughing as well.
That's always important. It's always important. Stuart, I'm sure one of the questions that everyone is wondering, the various species of fish that are in Loch Ness, can you tell our viewers a little bit about those?
Yeah, certainly. So I'll start off with the mighty Atlantic salmon. We're fishing for salmon at the moment. Nothing seems to be taking the baits at the minute, but we hope that might change. So we have 9 species of fish in Loch Ness that people actively go for. We have the second behind the Atlantic salmon. We have the mighty Ferox trout. Mm-hmm. They're large piscivorous trout. They eat lots of everything else in the loch. Okay. I believe Loch Ness holds a Scottish record, and I intend to try and get it one day. One of my clients. We have brown trout. We've got sea trout, a few pike, a few perch, a few big eels, 2 species of Arctic char. The Arctic char is the only fish I've not caught in Loch Ness.
Okay.
And there's all the smaller fish. There's the lampreys, the sticklebacks, and the minnows.
Yep. You talked about. I know from again speaking to you this week, the smile that comes across your face when you're catching salmon, and the thrill that you get from catching a Ferox trout. But perhaps expanding a little bit on, we talked about fishing for salmon at the moment, but the kind of equipment that you're using for the different types of fishing, and what perhaps viewers and potential guests could experience if they had booked with Loch Ness.
Okay, so a traditional salmon fishing experience would be a setup like we have here. We trawl with 3 rods, and clients can fish with small spinning rods in conjunction with these. So we use a traditional old style metal lure for salmon, and there's some modern ones as well. Depending on the kind of wave you have on the day, whether there's that sunshine, all these little conditions
make a difference.
Make a difference to what we fish for. If we're fishing for Ferox trout, for example, we would mount say a 10-inch dead fish on each rod, with 4 to 5 trebles on each mount. And the idea is that because you're using a bait that's real, the Ferox trout come into it, and there's all sorts of attractors and noise and things on the line to draw the fish in.
Okay.
So the Ferox trout come in, and they'll have multiple chances to seize the bait. And as I said before, because it's a real fish, you've got scent coming off there. You've got the real scales which contain guanin, which is the natural shininess in a scale.
Yeah.
Maybe there's blood secreting from it. So Ferox will come at a lure many times, and I can recall one that came and it had 9 separate attempts at the lure, at the bait, sorry, before it was actually hooked, and we had that fish on for maybe 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes.
That's incredible.
Absolutely, and it would have been the fish of our career, but unfortunately we lost it at the net. So
the old story.
The old story, yeah, indeed.
Fishing, not catching.
Yeah.
Not in a stalemate, man was no. Rock in a hard place, it's better